8th annual Cool Cars of Saratoga. This event is really unique, and I'm here with my friend Jenny Lynn, and we're going to do some footage for you.
Big knobs, you can adjust the shock absorbers as you go along the road.
Okay.
Those two knobs over there.
And you've got a place for people to get to drink while they're driving?
No. Those are for the driver to make drinks for the owner. I see.
Oh, I see. The
Yes.
chauffeur sits up here.
Yeah. Can I sit on it once again, real quickly? Sit right here.
Don't step on the. Don't step on that.
There we go.
Wouldn't you rather sit on the seat?
No, I just want to sit here. I don't want to mess anything up.
Okay.
But some years ago, I had the honor of sitting in this car. And once again, I'm here for the annual show, and I get the chance to sit in this very historical mobile.
What's your morale like right now?
I'm feeling very, very good. And this car has so much history. You've done an amazing job taking care of it. And this has won how many competitions?
Oh, it's won prizes everywhere over the years.
You said last year it won for being the best car in how many years?
Well, at Pebble Beach, it won the Lucius Beebe Award.
Okay.
Which was for the most elegant Rolls Royce.
Well, congratulations, and thank you for keeping it up so beautifully so we could come and enjoy it every year. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
You're not getting old. What's the secret?
I'm only 91.
Oh, well, you know what?
Oh, look at that interior there.
Now, this is the owner.
You're the owner of this car?
Yes, I am.
Tell us
Hi.
about it.
This is a 1929 Buick. It's a roadster. It is it was the entry-level car in 1929 for Buick. It's a silver anniversary year, so there's 25 years, and they had special models and so forth, special paint colors. This isn't one of them, but that's a little bit about the car. My wife's uncle owned the car originally, and he pulled it out of a field in Idaho in 1965. And he put it through its first restoration. We got the car in 2013, and we put it through a second restoration.
My name is Jenny Lynn. This is my friend Mel.
Hi.
And we are with a local television station in Mountain View.
Awesome.
We're fascinated. Tell us about this.
So we're with a group called the Eagle Field Foundation, and what we do is we collect and restore military vehicles, and sort of our purpose of intent is to work with other organizations as a nonprofit to educate children on science, power mechanics, electronics, and other types of science through the education of military technology. So kids kind of come for the cool factor and stay for the lesson. We also work with several veterans organizations just to record veterans historically as far as our modern wars, to not only show veterans appreciations but also to preserve their history. Today we're doing a demonstration of our World War II display, which is a LRDG, which is the Long Range Desert Groups, which was a British Commonwealth group. So Australia, New Zealand, Canada, India, and the divisions that served in North Africa between 1940 and 1943. And so we have these vehicles fully restored to how they would have been in the battlefield during that period, as well as we have several of our volunteers are dressed in the uniforms that are appropriate for that period. So, and what we do is we're basically engaging the public. You know, a lot of car shows, people come up and they've got really good, super nice, good-looking cars, but nobody wants them to touch them for fears of scratches.
Well, we walked by and thought, military. What's going on?
And
you can tell.
And that's our purpose is to let people, let the kids climb on, let them touch, let them feel, let them learn through doing. And so that's sort of what we do here, is provide photo opportunities as well as.
Yeah, but my hands are full of cake pops. For my kids.
We're good. We're good. Mine is. Go, Zach.
Let's go.
We can go back and forth, Doug.
Look at these cute dogs.
I'd like to welcome you all to the 2017 Saratoga Car Show. Sound, we've got sound throughout the entire town today. Wireless, new technology, classified sound out of Santa Cruz. If you ever need a sound company, we don't take a break, we're in Chubby's also.
Is this your car? Tell me about it.
So it's a 1952 Lagonda, one of 124 made. About 30 exist worldwide today. It's got the same drivetrain as the Aston Martin DB2, so a lot of them were cannibalized to repair Astons. So this one's 65 years old now, still runs very well, gets driven regularly, and I brought it over from England about 3.5 years ago now.
Why did you decide to acquire it?
I was actually looking for an old Aston Martin, and I had never seen one of these before, and I just discovered one, and we sort of fell in love with it.
It's one of the most distinctive, luxurious cars in the whole show.
I think so. Yeah, it's very unusual. Not the fastest car around, but it runs very nicely at about 50 or 55 miles an hour, and it's just a fun car to use when the weather's nice.
Okay, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Also find our most exotic cars. Parking lot 2, so you'll see one at State Farm, at the State Farm Insurance booth. Also want to thank Vic at Victory Automotive Machine and Restoration, one of our ongoing sponsors for many years. Victory Auto specializes in muscle car restoration and engine rebuilds and builds. Also, big thanks to their sons, Cody and Trevor. If you've always wanted a brand new vet, go see Momentum Chevrolet. They brought one here today, and it's on display at the Saratoga Village Starbucks. So golden and blue on Saratoga. They provide home design consultants, contractors, builders, and remodelers. If you want a new man cave or work cave in your house or a master suite, or a modern kitchen, this time on design. As you can hear in the background of the van situated. So the fine line design, you can go to their beautiful showroom working with Kansas City gas station here in town. Check
I
them
give
out.
them my number, they're going to text me when she comes. That's quite a bit of history.
Your needs for your house.
Go back to the shade.
Do you know who the owner is of this? Oh, great!
Can't you tell?
I'm Jenny.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Yeah, Ron.
Ron, can you tell us a little bit? It's really unique looking. What is it?
Well, it's made by Polaris. It's a called a slingshot, and it's three-wheel. And California thinks it's a motorcycle, so you still have to have a motorcycle license.
Kidding
and
me?
both people have to wear helmets,
Yeah.
which probably is a good idea anyway. But it's just really a fun vehicle.
Do you ever drive it out in the street or just use it for display?
Oh no, it's constantly out on the street. I drive it as much as I possibly
Where
can.
do you live? I have to start looking for you.
Oh, yeah. If you see the orange one going around here especially in this end of the Bay Area, it's me.
How many of these were made?
Well, this was the first year they came out. This is a 2015, and this is the limited edition. And in 15, they made very few of the orange one. So this one is. In fact, they only allowed 2 vehicles per dealership.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can I sit in it for
Yes,
a second?
yes.
Oh, thank you. I'll be very careful.
yeah. It's on purpose, of course.
This is so fun.
Perfect.
Do you need to have a special license to drive here?
Yeah, it's supposed to be motorcycle.
It's a lot of fun, but hot.
They were popular. I think they're probably the best.
Nice to meet you. We love your car.
About your car?
Oh,
There you go.
So tell us about this car.
Well, the car's a 1932 Ford, and it has a Chevy LT1 350 motor out of a '69 Corvette.
Really?
Yes.
Corvette.
Yeah, it's a little over 500 horsepower.
Okay.
The car weighs 2,280 pounds, so the horsepower to weight ratio is very, very good. The car's a lot of fun. It's all the details that make it interesting, and the little things like the copper accents, the copper hoses, the copper on the blisters. Specialty of 10 lug nuts instead of 5.
Wow.
Painted on the inside of the wheels, pinstriped. All the pinstriping on the vehicle was done by Real Ralph. It's copper leaf in between 2 pieces of pinstriping. So,
That's beautiful.
big accent. The dash plus, it's driven on the weekends. I might take my wife for breakfast on a Sunday morning. It's nice to get out and enjoy the car.
How far can you go in it? Last question.
How far can I go?
Yeah.
As far as I want.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
the car's comfortable.
You guys know who
Okay.
So we're just getting a little bit of it.
Yeah, I live in Gatos.
Okay.
What can you tell us about your car?
This is the car I built in my garage. It's a one-off home-built project. I designed it after all the cars that I loved but could never afford. The Jaguars and the Aston Martins.
That is
Ferraris.
awesome. Because I'm looking at it going, what kind of car is it? And what name have you given it?
I've given it the name of Daedalus, after a character in Greek mythology.
Why the name Daedalus?
I love the myth. Daedalus was an old man who was exiled to an island of the Mediterranean by King Minos, and he took his son with him, and his son was named Icarus. And Daedalus built wings out of seagulls' feathers and wax so they could fly off the island. Icarus
my God.
flew too close to the sun and he crashed and burned. But the crafty old man, he made it to the end.
Wow.
And so if you look at the logos on the car, it's a winged figure with the sun
Yes, I
behind
was
them.
looking at it. I'm like, I've never seen a car like this. Okay.
One of my favorite cars.
This is obviously Ford Roadster that's been customized.
Quite fake ones.
20 feet.
I'm not gonna let you pull that off. We can even paint that thing.
He also has a 1971 thing or something.
Well, I was just saying the same thing. It must sustain a lot of underground damage.
Yeah.
Maybe those things come off.
Oh, you always bump with that.
You think they just pick them off?
So tell us a little bit about this truck.
This is Saratoga Fire District's second fire engine, and they restored it a few years ago. They took it down, all the way down to the frame, and rebuilt it back up, did some few minor modifications so it would run easier when we take it out to public events. And just part of Saratoga history.
Thank you so much. You actually drive it?
I don't drive it yet.
I'm going to put all the fires out.
This is our newest patrol vehicle, Ford Explorer. It's all-wheel drive. It's got a V6, so it's not the fastest car in the world, but it gets us around. Both the front doors have ballistic panels in them, so they're bulletproof. The glass is not, but the front doors are. We have our computer here. It's just a Panasonic. It's actually a tablet, so you can take it out, take it in and out, and take it with you, and connect it to the internet and so forth. We then have, our keyboard. All of our radio equipment is down here, along with the controls for the lights. And every car has a shotgun in it. And then, depending on what kind of training you go through, you can also get in a rifle as well.
They are so intimidating to
Yeah.
me. I don't care what size, guns just scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, it's all about being, being aware and going through the
Safe,
training. If
yes.
you know how to handle them, they're actually very safe. Unless you pull the trigger, they're not going to go off.
Okay.
You can drop them, you can throw them. Unless you actually pull the trigger,
Right.
it won't go off.
So you guys are pretty much protected on the doors, but you said the glass isn't. So if someone
No,
shoots
yeah.
at you at the glass, and isn't that the part you'd want to protect because that's where
Yeah.
your brain is?
Yeah, but bulletproof glass is very thick and heavy. As it is, if you notice when you open and close the door, it felt
Yes,
very heavy
yes,
and hard.
yes,
So,
yes.
if you do that to the glass as well, these cars are from the factory. They're able to carry the extra weight of the ballistic panels,
Yeah.
but they have to reinforce the door panel
Yes.
and then the hinges.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of work and a lot of engineering that goes into it. If you add the weight of the glass, if you have the window motor to make the window go up and down, it's just too much.
What's the maximum speed on this?
The fastest I've been able to get up in one of these is about 115, 120.
And what were
But
you
these are
doing
big.
going What were you doing going that fast?
Catching up to a pursuit.
Yeah. Good answer.
Yes. Yes, but these cars are actually relatively stable at high speed. They're very heavy, so they're not going to go very fast.
Sure.
But our other patrol cars, the Chevy Caprices we have, those are a little faster.
Last question. Is it legal to sell a police car on Craigslist?
As long as it doesn't have, you know, the lights and the marking, as long as you're not trying to sell it as a police car.
Okay.
But once we're done with these, they go to auction and anybody can buy them.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, you go to the government auctions and you can buy these cars. You know, they take all the stickers off the side, they take the lights off, they take their radio equipment out, and they'll sell it as is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're the best.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for allowing me a chance to cool down.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. You have my car.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
That's some great symmetry about that. Now you know the inside of a police car.
Let me get this.
You can almost feed off of that. All that stuff on top is all carbon fiber.
Yeah.
So that it's lightweight. You know?
Tired then, huh?
Is it easy to do a car show in those shoes? It is?
I'm going in.
Hey, show me. Kelly.
And you have to take off all of the things.
Headrest.
Did you get this one this week?
No.
So then how do they get them here? They have to tell you.
Almost have to do that to get to the color. That's a major price.
That there's a car.
Hello? Oh, I'm at this car show, right?
So just tell us a little bit about your car. I love the color, by the way.
Well, we bought it in Monterey, like back in 1983. It used to be a fireman that owned it. And he did it all up for show and towed it around. And then he got divorced and sold it. We just happened to get it at the right time. I found it, so we bought it, paid $10,000 for it.
You paid $10,000 for it.
Yeah.
Did you have to put a lot of money into fixing it up? Or
Just the motor.
Oh, wow,
But
awesome.
after a while, so it's got a 350 in it. And we take it around the car show still.
Oh, that's
We used to win
wonderful.
trophies back then when the paint was new. This paint job's like 40 years old, so it's an old paint job.
Are you choosing not to repaint it because you want to keep it in its original state?
That's what everybody keeps telling me. Don't paint it. Don't paint it.
Yeah,
so
it's a
I just
very
kept it.
unusual color. I was
Yeah.
drawn to it as
It's
we
a
walked
Cadillac
by.
Gold, I think, is what it is.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that-